Yep, not really. Hey, hey, hey. We're back. Not really sure what happened. The live got cut short really quickly. But so, what I want you to do is go and find some of your favorite work from your favorite artists. You can go to some lyrics websites that'll help you out. Some of the lyric websites that you can go to is songlyrics.com. You can go to lyrics.com or one of the tried and true friends of hip hop. You go to genius.com. I believe it started off as rapgenius.com, but there is Genius. So I want you to study and study and study. This is the most important part of the lesson number 2. You're going to learn the verse by heart. And the way that you do that is through a skill called stress. Stress is a skill where you take the 16 bar rhyme or the rhyme, if you don't know how to measure the bars yet, you're going to take the bars. I showed you how to measure a 16 bar verses from before. You're going to take the verse and you're going to memorize it. And how you memorize it, like I said before, it is through a skill that I developed that works for me. It's called stress. You're going to read over the rhyme and try to commit it to memory the best you can. All right. You're going to read over the rhyme and try to perform it without the paper. Try to perform it without the paper. You're going to mess up. That's the kind of the point of this. If you go through the verse without messing it up, just trying to get it just to be ROTE, like in your mind, just completely in your mind, developed. Try to go do it without the paper. You're going to mess up. If you can get through that verse 3 times in a row without messing up, that's going to be the point where you're going to remember this forever. So what I mean is, you have a verse that you're working on, Try to do it, try to memorize it so much that you can do it off the top of your head without looking at the paper or the words. Try to recite it 3 times in a row without messing up. If you go through it and first pass, you don't, it's fine. Second pass, you mess up, you got to start all the way over. So I try to go recite it first time, second time, third on the middle I messed up. Start over. And it's gonna be a little stressful. It'll be kind of stressful. But after you get to the point where you can get through that rhyme 3 times, not only will you remember it, a funny thing will happen is that you'll remember it forever. It'll be burned in your mind forever. So again, stress, it's called stress. I call it stress. And what stress is when you take the rhyme that you're trying to remember. Now in this case, you're going to be working with someone else's work, and you're going to be working with someone else's lyrics. But that's fine. You're just a beginner. You're going to work. You're going to work it out. Okay. You're going to try to get 16s. All right. So remember how you count the beat is how you count bars is like this. And when people say bars, what they're referring to is the metric that's used to count the rhymes or the counts the count the tempo of the beat and a 4/4 count, basically. All right. So when you're working with something like this, you'll hear how the beat comes in. Usually it starts when the beat starts. You have to have the internal rhythm inside your heart. So it goes da 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 5, 2, 3, 4. And so on. So let me show you. I'm going to give you my 16 bar verse. The rhyme I did earlier. This is from one of my songs, and it's 16 bars. I measured it out, and I'll show you as we get a little bit more advanced how to measure it out and how to write your rhyme so you know how many bars you have left. All right, so let me start off. I'm gonna do one of my older rhymes that I've written to the Biggie beat, so you can hear. This is a 16 bar verse. All right, now you're gonna go home and try to memorize as much as you can. You're gonna go and find other material, okay, from lyrics.com or genius.com. Find someone and you're gonna commit it to memory through a skill called stress. What I did was committed this rhyme to memory, so now I don't even have to think about it anymore. So this is going to be 16 bars. Remember, this is not my music. This is an old rhyme that I wrote. That's 16 bars, so I can give an example of what this is. All right. All right. Check it out. Uh. See, my man Mickey D is real known in the streets, but can't go to BK because he got beef with a girl named Wendy. She was redheaded and skinny. She's a real cold stone like ice cream, but not friendlies. An accent like Mrs. Dash. Love to hear her speak. Says she was French, but originally from Greece. Played men like toys. Had Roger had Roy. Stole Long John Silver. Stuck Bob's Big Boy. Professional skeezer. Slicing people up like pizza. She would take the subway just to see her little Caesar. She said Papa had the spinach, but he couldn't risk it. Said he wasn't no chicken, so he copped the biscuit. He was young, wild, and reckless, eating cruiser for breakfast, and he said he played to win. This is chess and not checkers. They would fall like dominoes. Outback snitching. They was going in and out for the clout in Hell's Kitchen. All right. So what that was, was 16 bars. You can measure the 16 bars. That was a 16 bar verse. So what you can do is try to measure that out the best you can. I see Amber Darko just came in. Well, Amber, we're just about done. You can check out the recorded session. And this is part 2, so I'll see if I can just conjoin them together. But basically, to sum up what we've been talking about, you had to answer your question. The question that you had last week on step number 1 is a big part of what we're doing. We want you to find your rap name, okay? Find a rap name or nom de plume or supercate or like whatever you want to call it, a name that sobriquet, or rather, or like a name that is your name outside of the name that you were given, or use the name that you were given, the name that you want to be referred to when you're writing your rhymes. There is a skill that we talked about. It's called 2 words. Try to engage in a conversation with someone and they don't even realize what's going on. Try to communicate in only 2 words. Only 2 words. It'll show you how to be economic with your language. Because of the way that you answered the question, you can memorize and think about the rhymes that you've read from some lyric websites. Again, some resources are lyrics.com or genius.com. And try to commit those to memory. All right? So you got a little bit of homework. Practice with the 2 words. Memorize the rhymes. Get yourself a rhyme book. Think of a rhyme name. And I'll see you guys next week. This is Mighty Flipside. Remember to always stay true, always stay tuned, and to always stay on the beat. All right? Check you out, y'all. Peace.